The United States has strongly rejected allegations that it was involved in the resignation of former Bangladesh Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. She resigned and fled to India on August 5th after thousands of protesters gathered in Bangladesh's capital city Dhaka, demanding the ouster of Sheikh Hasina's government. US Department of State Vedant Patel has said that the allegations of US allegations were laughable and absolutely false. He stated that a lot of discrimination has been spread in recent weeks about the events in Bangladesh. Earlier this week, Sheikh Hasina's son Sajib Wazid Joy had alleged that the protests in Bangladesh that led to Hasina's ouster were supported by foreign forces. Let's in fact listen in to what Vedant Patel has said.
Bangladeshi Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina accused the United States of orchestrating mass protests that led to her ouster after weeks of violence. Do you have any comment on that?
That's laughable. Any implication that the United States was involved in Sheikh Hasina's resignation is absolutely false. We have seen a lot of disinformation in recent weeks, and we remain incredibly committed to strengthening information integrity across the digital ecosystem.
All right, so there you heard it. Statements that are coming in from the United States of America. In fact, joining us at this point of time is Professor Madhu Nalapat, Editorial Director of the Sunday Guardian. Thank you so much for taking out time and speaking to us on NewsX. Now, these statements that are being made, Vedant Patel saying that these allegations that are being proposed are rather laughable. How do you view these statements that are coming in your assessment? Does the United States of America then have something to do with the Bangladesh coup?
Well, technically they're right. In that I have Sino-Wahhabi that was behind of Sheikh Hasina. But there is absolutely no doubt that the United States is opposed to Sheikh Hasina, and they have been opposed to her for quite some time. There's no doubt about that. Fortunately, by doing so, by implicitly supporting what happened is that they are played into the hands of Sino-Wahhabi, which fortunately has been in social media as well, disseminating this information that the entire responsibility for this coup was that of the United States. The United States was a bystander. Technically, the United States is. But the fact is, the United States wanted to take a thing and had it a problem with the election, it could have demanded a fresh election. It, basically, once your coup took place, you just stand by, in a way, welcome that coup. Taking over of coups, taking over of elected governments by military or by other dictatorial forces is never a good thing. And unfortunately, the United States has been in the situation where it supported military coups in a number of occasions in the past, and it has basically, in effect, done so by just standing by as a mute spectator while the government was totally overthrown. So I'd like to start that all the extremists who took control of the agitation, and it was the widespread anger of the student community, if I may say so, that anger was real, and students were not the perpetrators of this kind of atrocity. The extremists who took advantage of that, they were behind it. But having said that, I'd like to say the United States was a bystander during all of this, and therefore technically there's no question that the United States was also very happy to see Sheikh Hasina go. So, well, the point is, the United States was very, very clear that Sheikh Hasina should go, and frankly, it did not worry very much about the method used, but it may not be directly responsible. It was basically the Sino-Wahhabi lobby. Don't forget, Pakistan in the past was completely a satellite of the US. Today, it is not 95%, it is totally a satellite of China, which is why I'm saying Sino-Wahhabi lobby is involved. Pakistan was involved, and Pakistan is basically very close to China. And the Chinese have played a very good role in social media over the last several years in Bangladesh, poisoning the population like Sheikh Hasina. And Sheikh Hasina has done her own part by basically not doing much when extremism grew in Bangladesh. And secondly, unfortunately, having a lot of very corrupt elements in the bureaucracy and in her party. So overall, her downfall was made easier by Sheikh Hasina herself. But the downfall may have been carried out directly by the Sino-Wahhabi lobby, but it was done, frankly, with the tacit approval of the United States. So technically, the U.S. is right. It is not directly responsible, but frankly, in effect, its behavior has shown it welcomed the coup, and it's surprisingly even welcomed what's happening after the coup, which is basically the genocide. It says almost nothing about it, officially nothing about it. Thank you.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.